Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. It's a short kick, taken into 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch 54. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. There you go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 31.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Yeah. Hey, kill.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16.
Yeah.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 16-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. He's checking. Crash. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
All day, baby, all day.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
25, check 25, check 25, check 13. Hey, flipper. Kill. Gun.
Now Cousins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought process.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go, 47. Kill.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. SOS.
And now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Under.
At the 38-yard line.
46. Danny. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm here all day. Jam him. Jam him. Jam. Jam. Take four. Take four. Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
Hey, check 24.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. We're scoreless after one.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Prescott from the gun on third. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Yeah, baby.
Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Shift!
From the 40 now on second down. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
We're going to 54. Shit. Hey, 47. Switch. We're going to 53.
On second down, it's Pollard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
You ain't got nothing.
Zoom. Mike, 50. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't it? Army.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
There we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Mike, check. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. They were going to 53.
Watch Sam. Check Mike, 54. Mike.
Orbit.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball.
To the air again, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Cooper was the intended target. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Wide.
Mike, 55.
Hey, Delta.
55.
Throwing is Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey,
Lead it, 48.
all day. I'm coming after you.
Tighten up.
Cousins gives way to Cook.
Check.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun.
Mike 55.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
D, let's go. Here we go, 46. Hey, let's get there. Mike's 50. 54. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Switch. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Hey, here we go. 488. Where's Mike? Check. Watch 50. Here we go, 47. Not today, you aren't. Not today. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Mike's 5'4". Come on, baby.
Final play of the half. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Y'all not ready.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong foot.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, 46. Come on, QB, come on.
Watch that.
Hatch it.
We're going to 54. Why ain't?
10. Check.
Then we're going to 53. Check hot route. 26.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Double dog. That's the way.
Switch. Hey.
Motion to the backfield.
Hey, kill. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
It's our field.
And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Come get 46.
He don't want it.
Joker. Mike's 5'4".
You better be
We're going to 54. Why ain't?
You better be afraid of me.
26.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's complete to Cobb. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Kill.
Prescott now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
26.
Prescott now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Going to 54. Why ain't?
Turn up. Check. Motion. Hey, check motion.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Prescott on 1st down.
What we got?
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
47.
It's a safety creep.
Check. Crunch. 26. Under. 17. Check Mike 54. Here we go. Kill.
Here we go.
Prescott yet again.
Here I come again.
And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Cousins to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack by Robert Quinn. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Check three, check three.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Check 31, check 31. Check.
We're going to 53.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. Dancing away at the 30. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Here we go, 46.
Got it. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
We're going to 54. 26.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check, check. Watch the 4. Watch the 4.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front. Bring the Cowboys